Hey, welcome in. I am so glad that you could come sleep over tonight. I know we had a big day out, and I'm so excited to be able to just rest tonight, get all cozy, get all relaxed. It's going to be the perfect evening. I'm also excited to be in the air conditioning. It was so hot today. Actually, you look like you got some sun. Oh, we should take care of that before it turns into a sunburn, huh? Okay, first things first, you sit, you get cozy. I got you a nice cold drink. Got some ice cold water. I put in extra ice. It's already melting because it's so warm out, but this should help you cool down before we get into the skincare. I swear when it's hot, other beverages are good, but nothing hits like just really, really cold water. I'll set this right here for you so that you have that when you need it, whenever you want. Ooh, okay, and I think I'll do some skincare on you if that's okay. What do you think? Oh, come on. You know I always have everything. I love skincare. Yeah? Okay. Perfect. I am so excited. I love doing a little, spa day on somebody else. It's so much fun. Okay, first things first, let me take off all my rings so that I'm not clanking all over your face while we get into the skincare. So let's take off the collection. There we go. There's half of them. There we go. Into the ring dish. It always feels like this is how I know I'm getting ready at the end of the day to really relax once I take off all of the rings. Let's put these away too. There we go. My hands are free and easy. I just washed them when we got in, so I am nice and clean and ready to go. First things first, let's go ahead and take off anything you've got on your skin. Definitely want to get off that sunscreen, any makeup or anything, any dirt you got after the day. Look, I'm not going to make you go do a full face wash. I have my cellar water right here. You can do a full cleanse later if you need to, but this will get all the grime off to start with. Let me get a little cotton pad. I can just give you a little wipe off. There we go. Okay, perfect. I've got my cellar water right here. I always love how bubbly my cellar water gets. Something about it I feel like makes it more satisfying to use. And I know you don't need to get it bubbly before you use it, but I like it. It's like the same way that I feel like a foaming hand soap is kind of more exciting to use than a normal hand soap. Does it make a difference in cleaning? No, but it's more fun if it has bubbles. Which is also how I feel about sparkling water, which you know. Unpopular opinion, controversial opinion, I know. But I really love a sparkling water. All right, I've put it off for long enough. Let's go ahead and get a little bit out on our cotton. Here we go. Perfect. And let's just go in and let me wipe off your face. There we go. Nice and easy. Just take everything off. Let's get you nice and clean after a long day. And over on this side. Perfect. There we go. And this one smells kind of nice. It's a little bit like roses. Like a bit of a rose water scent to it, which I always find so refreshing. It makes me think of time out in the garden. I don't know if I told you about the house that I grew up in. had this big rose bush that was right out in my front yard. Like, you would open well, technically the side yard, but we never used the front yard. Having a front yard is one of those things I feel like having like a formal dining room where, at least for us, we never really ended up using it. We would always use the side door. So anyway, not the point. But out that door, there's this big, beautiful rose bush that I could see right outside my kitchen window. And when I would open my door and go outside in the spring and in the summertime, and actually especially in the summer when it was really hot, and you would get just that little warm summer breeze, it would be scented with roses, and that was always so beautiful. I loved it so much. Here we go. Oh, just a little bit there. But anything rose scented always makes me think about that. It's a little bit nostalgic for me. Here we go. Oh, okay, here, close your eyes. I just want to make sure I get the lids too. I'll be gentle. Okay, good. Close. Good. Good. I'm going to switch to the other eye, so keep them closed. There we go. Perfect. You're doing great. Okay, excellent. I think I got everything. Are you feeling cleansed and refreshed? Perfect. Excellent. Okay. You look clean as a whistle. Let me put that down. Okay. Next, I think I know what we're going to go for. I want to make sure that we get something soothing on that burn before it gets too bad. So I'm going to take this one. It's a little soothing spray, which I like a lot. Anytime I have some kind of irritation, I'll use it for bug bites. I'll use it if I'm having any kind of like acne or anything. It's just a hypochlorous acid spray. And it's almost like using saline, like you would use on a piercing or something. It helps to cleanse everything out, but this one, it's a little gentler on the skin, and then it's funny, it has a chemical reaction. It starts as hypochlorous acid, which helps to clean the skin and everything, and then as it sits on your skin, it literally just neutralizes into saline, which is also another cleansing agent, so it's kind of double duty. But you always want to do this one first, because you have to make sure that it fully dries down before you do the rest of your skincare, or else it won't work. So we start with this one. I'm just going to do a couple spritzes on you. I want to make sure we focus really where you got the most sun, on your nose and across your face. So I'll block your eyes. We just get a good, perfect. And then I'm going to do a little bit all over, okay? So close your eyes, and I'm just going to give you a good mist, okay? Great. Excellent. And you know what? One for me. Perfect. And let me go ahead, because this one, like I said, needs to dry down. So, is it okay if I just blow at your face a little bit? It feels silly, but I always, when it's on me and I can't blow at my own face, I just end up flapping my hands at my face a lot. But I feel like just a little will actually be more efficient. So, okay, don't mind me. Okay, let me get the top of your face around your forehead. To this side again. And over here. Good. How are you feeling? Nice and dry? Can I check? Okay. Perfect. Okay, ready for the next step? Alright, now this one anytime it's super hot out, I love to go in with ice on the face. I know it's a little controversial. Some people say it can be too harsh, and if you have sensitive skin or anything, you can skip it. But I really like it. My sister actually got me this little, it's kind of like an ice pop. I keep it in the fridge, but I just use it for skincare, so it's all nice and clean. But I pop off the top, and then there's an ice cube inside, and I love to rub it on my face during the summer before I start my skincare to just cool everything down, add moisture back into the skin, because it's usually good to put most skincare on a damp face unless you have an active ingredient. Check your ingredients. Sorry, I have to talk about skincare. I can't help myself. But let me see if I can pop this open. There we go. Okay, perfect. So I just have this big old ice cube here, and I'll go ahead, and if you're okay with it, just rub it right on your skin. Is that alright? Okay, perfect. I'm just gonna go and just sweep it. It's a little drippy. Just sweep it right across your forehead, all the way across, and your cheekbones, all over your cheek, down the side of your face. Good. Let's come to the other side and do your forehead again. Good. Along your cheeks. That's always my favorite part. My cheeks get so warm and rosy, and then it's always a relief when I get to put it on those hottest parts of my face. And just around the sides. Let's go over the top one more time. Perfect. And down there. Okay, just a little more on this side. I always want a little more when it's this hot. There we go. I should cut myself off before it gets too drippy. So let me go ahead and put the lid back on. There we go. Much better. Alright. Got my hands a little damp, but that's perfect. Continue to the next step of the skincare, because it's good to have a little dampness on the skin for the next steps. Alright? Okay. Now I think, gonna put a sheet mask on you, but I always like to put my serums on before my sheet mask step. I feel like it helps to really lock that in. And I want to do your serum first, because this is a really soothing serum, so I want to really make sure you're locking in those benefits and letting it sit on your face for as long as possible. So I've got just a little bottle here. So it's just a clear serum. I get some more in there. Here we go. Perfect. Let me get a few drops. I always like 6. That's what I feel like is enough for my face. Alright. Here we go. Ready? Okay. Perfect. And let's just spread this out all over your face and bring it down onto your neck a little bit. It's always easy to forget the neck, I feel like. But hey, that gets dry and that gets sunburned just as much as your face does. Okay. Alright. Good. You are serumed. Perfect. Let me put that away. Now, let's go in with the sheet mask. Now, this this one is a calendula sheet mask, which is supposed to be super soothing, relaxing, really hydrating. So this will be perfect to put on your face to help soothe your skin down and just reduce that inflammation, help reduce some of the redness and soothe any irritation that you have. So let me open this up. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. Let's put that down and get this opened up. I always feel like it's like trying to figure out a puzzle, trying to get into these. Every time I think I've got it, I find another fold that I have messed up. She's slippery. Okay. There we go. There we go. And let's open that up and make sure we get, this side, a little nose flap. All straightened out. There we go. Okay. You ready? I feel like I'm looking through it, but this is for your face, not mine. Okay. Can I put it on? Alright. Let's go ahead and get that lined up on you and smooth everything out. Alright. Feeling good? Everything's secure? Okay. Let me just tuck the forehead piece. They never fit the face quite right. And tuck it in around your nose. Okay. And yeah, just around the sides. It always sticks around the ears. And tuck it right under your jaw. Okay, move around a little bit. Does that feel secure? Yeah, you look good. And by that I mean you look scary, but like, you know, the things we do for beauty. Let me get rid of the package. Okay. Perfect. Okay. I just got rid of the packaging, so I'm still all moisturized from holding the mask, so I'll just smooth that into my own hands. I always try to do that with masks, really any skincare product. Anything that I get on my hands, I figure I might as well rub in. Because your hands, I feel like, work so hard and so much, like they get so little love for what they do, because even if you put on a hand cream or something, so often you're just going to go ahead and wash that off within an hour, whenever the next time is. You have to use the sink for whatever it is. So anytime I'm especially like getting ready for bed and doing my skincare, and I know I'm going to be in bed for a while and not washing off my hands, I'm like, yeah, let me give my hands all of the good stuff. Might as well give them a little pampering since they're working all day, you know? So we're just gonna let that one sit on your face for a minute. How are you feeling? Cooled down yet? Yeah, I'm finally getting there. I get so warm. Like summer is beautiful, but you know me, I prefer the colder seasons more. I would rather be in a sweater, rather not need the air conditioning, but there's something nice about each season, I'm sure. I do like how happy my dog is during the summertime. He is so excited to be outside. It's so cute when I just get to either put him on the lead or go sit outside with him. I sit on the shady porch, on the nice cushioned chair on the shady porch, but I watch him just trot down the stairs, and he goes and finds the sunniest spot to just recline in, and it's so cute because he'll always go down there, and anytime I like talk to him, I'm like, hey buddy, you know, whatever, he's always looking up like, because he's just staring directly into the sun. Cracks me up every time, but he's so happy. Like, he loves it. Yeah, because we adopted him from Mexico, I'm sure I've told you, but he loves the heat. He loves the sun. we brought him somewhere where there's a lot of winter. Not something he was born with, not something he was used to, but he is definitely a sunshine dog. He loves to just soak up the rays, which, he's not the only one who likes a little summer sunbathing, so who can blame him? It's nice though. Have you been getting out there? I mean, I know we've done a lot. We did our activities today. It was nice to get to do some swimming. I feel like there's not a lot for me that's worth it doing the full body sunscreen. But I really love swimming, so every once in a while it's worth it to really go the full 9 yards, slather everything, get in the water. Ooh, or better yet, I love going usually to the lake, because I feel like the ocean's a little wilder at night, but sneaking over to the lake at night when everybody has left, it's super dark, there's nobody else around, and just slipping in for a night swim. Some people think it's a little scary, but I'm sure it can be if you go someplace that you don't know well, but like the lake that I have right around the corner, like my friendly neighborhood lake, getting to swim out under the stars, it's so magical. I mean, you get to go out there and you have the private experience, and it's so rare to get to have like the beach all to yourself, but to go with you and like a couple friends or something, sneak out there, and it's so quiet, the water is like glass, and you get to swim out there, and then you can like lay on your back, float on your back, and look up at the stars up above you. And sometimes you get to hear like the birds out on the lake, the sounds of the nighttime and the crickets and everything, the little breezes across the water. It is so blissful. And no sunscreen. Usually cooler and no sunscreen. Look, I'm biased. I'm so pale. I'm so pale. I always have to be keeping up with my sunscreen regimen, but some people are a little luckier in that front than I, though. Hey, everybody should wear your sunscreen. Always important. Always important, but not everybody burns to a crisp in 5 minutes like I do, so, you win some, you lose some. But do you have any plans for the rest of the summer? Anything you're planning on going to do? Mm-hmm. Oh, that sounds fun. Uh-huh. Yeah, and is it just you going, or? Okay. Oh, that's gonna be awesome. Oh, I'm so excited for you. That sounds amazing. Mm-hmm. Oh, for the whole weekend. Oh, I love that. Oh, I'm jealous. I wish I was going. Oh my god, wait, hold on. Are you free? Because I was looking. Look, it's a little wild, but one of my friends has a lake house that's further up north. It's a little out of the way. And normally they rent it out over the summer, but there's one weekend they were saying isn't booked yet. And I was thinking that maybe I could get a couple people together to go for a little weekend trip. Maybe end of August. What are you thinking? Are you busy? No? Okay. So I'm thinking we load up the car, we get a bunch of snacks, and we get a good playlist queued up, because it'll be a little bit of a drive. But then we make our way up there, we make a little weekend of it, and there's a fire pit out there, so we can do s'mores, we can do, they do have this little like pot you can heat up over the fire, so you can make actual like at the fire hot cocoa, which is okay. Is it some extra steps? Yeah, like, do you have to be doing all of that for hot cocoa? No, but it feels more special when it's made on the fire. Okay. I promise, and I'll prove it to you. Yeah. Okay, alright. Hey, look, you can check your calendar, you don't have to tell me right now, but think about it, because I think it would be pretty fun. Okay, perfect weekend. I'm totally penciling it in, and not just mentally sharpieing it in, but it's fine. Alright, should we go ahead and take off your mask? let me just peel. Go ahead and peel off the sides. Good. Okay. There we go. Put it off to the side. How do you feel? Dewy, right? Yeah, there's always a certain like tackiness. Feels like a gross word, but it's like the good kind of tacky where you feel like you're like a frog, you know, where they should be like a little bit sticky, so you know they have the right stuff on them. That's how I always feel after I've done a face mask. Where I'm like, oh, I know I'm moisturized. All right. Now you look perfect. Okay. Now before all that moisture disappears, let's go on to the next steps. Okay. Okay. So because there is never enough moisture when you are recovering from a lot of heat and sun exposure, I go in with another spray. Look, sue me, I love a spray. I feel like they are just so good because you want to sandwich moisture in there. You really want to make sure that you are getting in lots of moisture at every layer so that you can lock it in with the moisturizers at the end, so you're hydrating and you're moisturizing, okay? So this one is another really soothing one. It's just like a gentle mist, which has got a little extra zhuzh in it, so extra moisture content and some more soothing stuff. So I'll just do a little mist of this, okay? Close your eyes. Perfect. Oh, and one on the side. Perfect. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, and I love this one. It smells like coconut. It always feels so summery. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now let's go to the next step before that dries. I'm going to use this lotion. This one, it's a little bit more of a treatment cream because this one has a little bit of colloidal oatmeal in it, which is so soothing. I use this anytime my skin is irritated, which is always because I have sensitive skin. So it's really good, like if you have gotten a skin injury or a skin sensitivity or anything, like it's really good. When I have like a rash or something like that, I'll always put it on. But it's also good if you like if you're using a lot of active ingredients, like if you're using something strong on your skin, you can just go ahead and like put this on afterwards, and it helps to kind of head off any irritation. But I'm just gonna do a little bit, just a little dab. I'm gonna focus this right where you need it the most, where the sun really hit you. So I'm gonna start, here we go, just over the bridge of the nose and across the cheeks. Perfect. Okay. And then with what's left on my hands, I'm just gonna spread it out across the rest of your face. Because while the burn needs it the most, the rest of your skin can benefit too. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. Let me close this one. And then our last step is going to be the standard moisturizer. This is my favorite. It is super simple. It is super calming. There is no scent. There is nothing extra. It is the perfect extra moisturizing moisturizer. This definitely better for when your skin is drier. My skin's always a little drier, so I like to use it all the time, but especially when you've been out in the sun, when you've been getting parched, really had the moisture drained out of your skin. Let's give you something nice and rich to have on your skin for the rest of the night, so you can really soak it in and wake up glowing after all this, okay? So we'll get a little bit of this as well. And get this one ready for you too. Okay, ready? Alright. And right across the middle of your face again. Stay nice and still for me, okay? across your chin, right around the sides of your face. Okay. You're doing great. A little down your neck. Okay, here, can you close your eyes for me so I can get it there as well? Perfect. Okay. Good. There we go. You're doing great. And one last hug for your face. There we go. Just pat, 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 pat. There we go. You look perfect. You are glowing. Oh, honestly, gotta commend my own handiwork, because to take you from parched and dried out in the sun like a raisin to looking like you are just glowing, effervescent, one might say. Now, I'm not saying I'm a skincare goddess, but I am saying you're pretty lucky to have me around for free services. So, all right, okay. You look all cozy, and I think we're ready to settle in for a movie. Okay, perfect. All right, go get settled on the couch, and I'll see you in a minute,